Step out of the car, now. People like you shouldn't drive cars like this. You don't want to mess with me, lady. But this time, the cop had no idea who he was messing with. Because the woman he just were pulled over at gunpoint, she wasn't just any driver, she was the director of the CIA. And when the truth came out, everything changed. Stay until the end for a shocking lesson on power, corruption, and karma. Turnamer, you don't belong here. It was a quiet night in Dallas, Texas. A sleek black SUV glided down the highway, the city lights flickering in the distance. Soft jazz played on the radio. Inside, Monica Reynolds, a 43-year-old black woman, was on her way home from a long day at one CIA headquarters. Just one more hour, she muttered, adjusting her rearview mirror. Then, flashing red and blue lights, a police cruiser blared its sirens, signaling her to pull over. Monica frowned. She hadn't broken any laws. Her speed, under the limit. Her registration, up to date. Her taillights, working perfectly. What's this about? She muttered, pulling over to the shoulder. She rolled down her window. A tall, broad-shouldered white officer strutted up to her car, his hand already resting on his holster. Officer Mike Dwyer, 37 years old. License and registration. He didn't say it, please. Monica sighed, handing over her documents. Dwyer barely glanced at them. Step out of the vehicle. Monica, brows furrowed. Why? What's the charge? Dwyer sneered. I don't like your attitude. You're acting suspicious. Monica stiffened. Suspicious? For the driving home? I have done nothing wrong. Dwyer's smirk grew. Lady, people like you don't drive cars like this unless there's something shady going on. Her grip on the steering wheel tightened. Monica had been through at this before. But tonight, she wasn't letting it slide. You're making a mistake, officer. Dwyer chuckled. I'll decide that. And then he reached for his gun. Tony Warren. Get out of the car, now. Monica's heart pounded. She had seen this before. A routine stop turning into a nightmare. Dwyer unclipped his holster. You're resisting arrest. Another lie. Hands on your head. But Monica, she didn't flinch. Instead, she calmly reached for her phone. I'd reconsider if I were you. Dwyer snorted. Oh yeah, and why's that? Beep, beep, call connected. This is Monica Reynolds. I'm being unlawfully detained by Officer Dwyer. Get the Director of Homeland Security on the line, now. Dwyer's smirk vanished. Wait, what? Monica locked eyes with him. I am the Director of the CIA. Silence. Dwyer's face drained of color. Monica leaned forward. Now put that gun away before you ruin your entire life. The trial that shook the nation. The next morning, the headlines were everywhere. Racist cop pulls gun on CIA director. Faces immediate termination. The courtroom was packed. Dwyer sat at the defense table, his hands clenched into fists. Monica, calm, confident, in control. The courtroom screen lit up. The police body cam footage played, Dwyer smirking at Monica, Dwyer calling her suspicious. Dwyer pulling his weapon for no reason. Officer Dwyer, do you see any reason for your actions in this footage? Monica's lawyer asked. Dwyer stammered. I was just doing my job. Wrong answer. No, Sergeant, Monica said, her voice like steel. You were abusing your power. The judge's gavel slammed. Order in the court. Tom, the verdict, justice served. 1 hour later. Officer Dwyer, you are hereby terminated and barred from law enforcement A criminal investigation for abuse of power is now open against you. Dwyer's world crumbled. Some in the courtroom cheered, others clapped. Monica, she stood, adjusting her suit. Justice has prevailed, officer. Dwyer glared. This isn't over. Monica smirked. Oh, it is. The system didn't fail you, officer. It just doesn't protect you anymore. And with that, she walked away, leaving him to his fate. Dr. Lon, what would you do? If you were in Monica's shoes, how would you have handled this? Comment below and subscribe for more shocking, real-life stories.